Thanks for coming today. I'm Kelly with KMS Performance, and today I'm going over the tip-over switch eliminator for the Kawasaki 450 as well as the Suzuki LTR450. What I have with me right here is Trent Mangus, and this is actually his lady friend's bike.
Ooh, it's a lady.
Crystal, she let us use this bike to do this video today to help explain what this product does. Now, the Kawasaki 450 as well as the Suzuki LTR450 have tip-over switches on them. Now, Suzuki and Kawasaki use a street bike style tip-over switch which has a little ball bearing inside of it. This little ball bearing acts kind of like a pendulum. Well, if you're going through like a bumpy section, real aggressive driving, this pendulum can actually go in and cut the fuel pump off while you're driving. So to eliminate this problem for aggressive driving styles, desert racers, MX riders, we actually developed a tip-over switch eliminator that prevents the bike from cutting out while you're driving it. Now let's go ahead and I'll show you right here. This is the guy that we're going after. On the Kawasaki 450, the tip-over switch is actually laid out right here on the bike. It's mounted a rubber cushion and it has a little arrow that says up on it. Okay, on the Suzuki, it's actually behind this plate, behind the ECM, and mounted on the back side. And in the instructions, it shows you locations for where the actual device is. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start the bike up and show you the function of the actual. Now what's happening there is literally the fuel pump is being cut off while I tipped it over. Even though it still maintains spark and it still maintains the injector pulse, the fuel pump is actually cut off in this event. Now, if I remove this device, you can actually hear the ball bearing. Now you can imagine if you're going through a whoop section, this thing could possibly cut off the fuel pressure to your bike. So, on the KMS unit, it's a solid piece, there's no ball bearing, and we've electronically bypassed this device. So instead of cutting this thing open and laying down epoxy, which can potentially damage this component, you can actually use this device, just plug in and just drive away. We plugged in the KMS tip-over switch eliminator. Now the bike right now, because we've actually rolled the switch over, the bike actually has to build fuel pressure because we've actually shut the fuel pump on and the whole system needs to build pressure. So it may take a couple cranks. And that concludes our install. What I usually do is I'll zip tie this component up here in this location right here. Again, this is Trent Mangus. I want to thank him for letting us use this bike today, as well as Crystal for letting her use ultimately her bike.
Yeah, baby!
Very nice bike, nice Kawasaki. Thanks for coming, have a great day.